go. We're through 103 pounds. Tonight we're going to be showing you the award stands, you know, and we're going to be able to give you the whole business as we proceed between the rounds. But of course, it takes a little while for them to get set up before the 103-pound awards are given, and we move up to the next weight, which is 112. And remember, for the first 4 weights, we're in the AA class starting out. And AA at 112 pits Doug Titus of Carlisle against Paul Wilkerson of Wapello. We showed you Paul Wilkerson, who has an 86-match winning streak, but neither one of these men has lost this year.
Well, it's going to be a great match. And of course, Paul Wilkerson being wrestling for Wapello, looking for his 2nd state championship. A couple of years ago, he wrestled for Morning Sun, and then Morning Sun lost their high school, and we're going to see a couple of kids in a row, Paul Wilkerson and Tom Harbison, who's going to wrestle next for Wapello, who used to wrestle for Morning Sun, and now they're leading Wapello to a state championship. Wapello has wrapped up the state championship for 2A.
The coach by Willard Howell, who has won already with this team, Wapello, state championship. We asked him earlier what he was thinking about this championship possibility.
This is our first state championship, and I feel that the kids have come up here and put it together and done the job that we set out to do at the first of the season. We set a goal, and it looks like we've reached that goal, and it's going to be quite fun to come out of here with that trophy for Southeast Iowa, not only for Wapello but for the whole area.
That's Willard Howell, and here we go with Paul Wilkerson against Doug Titus. Now, Wilkerson is in the dark uniform, the blue, and Doug Titus of Carlisle is in the red uniform.
Willard Howell, one of the pioneers of starting programs in small towns in Southeast Iowa. He's done a tremendous job there, and it's just a tribute to Wapello and Southeast Iowa, this state championship. Then, of course, the coach from Carlisle, Bob Yelich, he's a former co-college wrestler, bell-playing wrestler, and he was Coach of the Year this year.
Look at Wilkerson trying to horse his man over from that position.
Well, I think it's important from Wilkerson's standpoint, going for a 2nd title, that he really come out strong, because you can get tentative sometimes.
He has the takedown. And on the other weight class, at the other match, on 1A, we have Peter Taft, undefeated from Mason City Newman, against Mark Schulze of Rock Valley. That's 1A. We'll keep an eye on that. At AAA, it's Council Bluffs tonight. Lewis Central's Jeff Bellows against Abraham Lincoln's Darren Coppock, who has won 80 straight matches and is a returning champion.
As I was saying, Carlisle's coach, Bob Yelich, was named the 2A State Coach of the Year, and our congratulations to Bob and his fine program at Carlisle.
Titus just got his first point. He is out after Wilkerson took him down. It's 2-1 in favor of Wilkerson, the man in the dark on the right. Now Titus has the front headlock position. Here he comes. He's trying to, just outspin Paul Wilkerson in the situation. You've seen this many times if you're a wrestling fan. And he's doing a nice job, but Wilkerson is still faced off on him, and there are no points.
Yeah, Titus has length, see, and that's what's important.
And he has a cradle on
Yes,
Wilkerson.
that's a tough, it's really, really tight right there, too.
So Titus of Carlisle, trailing now tied 2-2, has Wilkerson in a difficult position. Actually 3-2, because he had Wilkerson had given up an escape also. We have 10 seconds to go in the period, and Wilkerson finally managed to break that cradle situation.
Wilkerson placed 5th 2 years ago as a sophomore. He was a state champion, undefeated. There's Willard Howell, Wapello head coach that we just heard from. Won over 200 matches. He's won 205 dual meets.
Now the score is 3-2 in favor of Titus. And I'll tell you, Wilkerson's going to have his hands full tonight, obviously, here. Where's Wilkerson?
There's Paul Wilkerson, 40-0, and then we have Doug Titus, who's 35 wins and no losses.
And these two have never met before, so it's an interesting chance to see. Now Wilkerson's out quite quickly with less than 10 seconds gone in the second period. It's 3-3, and here we go again.
Well, like I said, I think the wrestler here that really, truly opens up, gets past the nerves and opens up, is the one that's going to come out ahead.
They go back to the center. The referee here is Dr. Bob McNeil, who was just given the award as the going into the Hall of Fame, the officials' Hall of Fame. He's the head referee, at least in this situation.
You know, I was talking to Willard Howell, the coach of Paul, just earlier, and he said, you know, of course, that John Siegel and Paul Wilkerson, Paul's dad, are going to be in his corner because they're also his coaches. They were his coaches in Morning Sun, and they'll be there tonight. So Willard's not even sitting in the corner tonight.
Wilkerson worked on a knee tap. He was not able to make it go. He still has the front headlock against Titus. It's 3-3 here, but neither man has been able to score in the second period after the initial escape by Wilkerson. That's Titus on the left from Carlisle, 35-0-1, getting into the finals against Paul Wilkerson, a defending champion.
Well, the length of Titus is a real advantage for him, and he knows how to use it, and he does a nice job of using that leverage.
Again, see Wilkerson with that tough front headlock.
Up slow, gentlemen. Over here, son.
And Robert McNeil says that...
over there.
Well, I think he spots, I thought a cut over Wilkerson's eyebrow. I thought I saw it when they were sitting in the referee's position, and it must be a little bit worse. So we're going to take a look at that, and that gives Doug Titus a chance with about 46 seconds to go in the second period here at 112 pounds to go over and get a little coaching.
That's Paul Wilkerson, his dad, Paul's dad, and I won't say senior because his grandpa's name's Paul also, and he's here tonight.
Simplifies names. Everybody in the family has the same name. Here's Paul Wilkerson, again with that underhook into a front headlock. But Titus is tough. He's a good, solid, stable wrestler. As we said, Tim, he uses that length extremely well.
Well, he was third last year at 103, and Paul was the state champion at 103, but as you said, they hadn't met.
Again, Wilkerson goes into the position against the head, works the head very hard. Now here's the length.
That's what I'm talking about. See, he was able to get around.
Big move by Titus of Carlisle. And he has taken the lead 5-3 in the
right at the end of the tournament. We talked so much about the advantage of getting points right at the end, and he did it.
We're in the third period.
Well, it's Doug Titus with a 2-point lead.
Look at this length. He gets around. That was Paul's move at first, and Titus didn't give up on it. He went right after him and went around to the ankle, came around with his length, and scored 2.
That's his second takedown.
Look at determination right there.
He starts underneath, leading by 2. Wilkerson says, let him go. It's 6-3. He's willing to give that move up.
Well, I'd say Titus, with the look on his face, said, that's fine. Do whatever you want. I'm coming after you.
6-3, a 3-point lead. And Wilkerson on the left in quest of his second state championship. 86 wins in a row. Is in there trailing Titus of Carlisle.
Paul Wilkerson, a senior, has already said that he is going to wrestle for Jim Miller at Wartburg College next year.
Both up.
Looking forward to more years of wrestling, and he'd like to get this state championship, the second one pocketed, but Titus has other ideas.
Titus now has the front headlock. He's in a good situation there. Now, he scored twice in this position by coming around behind Wilkerson, and he may be able to do it again. He did. With 1:05 to go, it's 8-3 in favor of Titus, and he has the cradle locked up again. And Wilkerson, who needs to make up 5 points in 50 seconds, is very happy to bring that one back to the center and get out of that cradle.
There's Bob Yelich, Coach of the Year in 2A. Very good wrestler for Belle Plaine and Coe College. Now doing a great job at Carlisle.
Wilkerson gets to his feet, but couldn't stay there. Titus has done a fine job here.
Well, right now, Paul Wilkerson needs a big move. A 4-point to tie it, a 5-point to win. It's not going to happen with a takedown. And Titus is doing the best thing he can do for defense, and that's create an offense of his own, making shots.
25 seconds to go. Titus of Carlisle leading Paul Wilkerson of Wapello. Wapello has already clinched the team championship in this division, 2A. Good aggressive moves by Titus. 15 seconds to go.
Well, this is a big win for Titus, and if he hangs on right here as a junior, he'll be looking for his second next year. And it looks like he's going to get it right here. Big win.
And there it is. It's a victory for Doug Titus of Carlisle. He went through the year with one draw.
You bet.
And Paul Wilkerson loses for the first time in 86 matches.
Boy, and it can happen here if it happens anywhere. The state tournament in Iowa, we see it every year, a streak like that stops.
112-pound champion Doug Titus, his coach Bob Yelich. They're a happy group there with a big victory over the star of the team championship in Wapello. Now we're looking at the end of a match in the 1A division. That was between Peter Taft and Mark Schulze. The winner there was Schulze over undefeated Peter Taft of Mason City, Newman.
Boy, they're falling all over the place, you know. I'll tell you, that's how tough it is.
Yes, Peter Taft was the defending champion, undefeated. And he lost. Let's go to the award stand now for the 103-pound top six.
Sprague, Bondurant, Farrar. Aaron Hellman, Gilbertville, Don Bosco. Fourth place, Lee Hoger, Cedar Rapids, LaSalle. Third place, Ron McNichols, Lenox. Runner-up, Peter Taft, Mason City, Newman. And the 112-pound 1A champion from Rock Valley, Mark Schultz.
Congratulations to Mark Schultz, 112-pound champion in the 1A division. The young men going up on the stand now are from the middle-sized schools, the 2As.
112-pound award, Coach Bob Yelich of Carlisle. Sixth place, Sean Harlan, Clear Lake. Fifth place, Chad Koenig, Perry. Fourth place, Will Smith, NCNK. Third place, Paul DeLuz, LaPorte City Union. Runner-up, Paul Wilkerson, Wapello. And the 2A 112-pound champion from Carlisle, Doug Titus.
He looked terrific tonight, breaking Paul Wilkerson's 86-match winning streak and becoming a state champion. Now up on the stand, the AAAs, the larger schools, champions at 112.
Presenting the Class 3A 112-pound awards, Coach Clark Allen, Council Bluffs, Abe Lincoln. Sixth place, Matt Ryle, Fort Dodge. Fifth place, Alonzo Henderson, Waterloo East. Fourth place, Shane Fallis, Sioux City North. Third place, Jason Deary, West Des Moines Dowling. Runner-up, Jeff Bellows, Lewis Central, Council Bluffs. And the 112-pound 3A champion from Council Bluffs, Abe Lincoln, Darren Coppock.
Hey, two-time champion there, Darren Coppock.